Hello, every pony. I think about now would be a good time to introduce myself on my YouTube channel. So, my name, I go by both T and I go by Elias. Either would be fine. It would be up to you and what you feel better saying when it comes to what you call me yourself. I am 22 years old and I currently attend a college. I am majoring in science of some sort that I will not specify, but I take only a couple classes at a time, so I'm working on my degree very, very slowly. So, since this channel is art related, I will introduce myself as an artist and go into my art. I got into art by watching anime at a young age. I started specifically watching Naruto, which got me into art. I would have been about 9 years old at the time, and ever since that time, I have continued to create art and to create my own original characters. Currently, when it comes to my art, as you know, I record videos, I often work on commissions. I do a lot of personal art in which I queue up and do not post all at once I am finished. I let it post every day, one piece a day at least, in order to keep my art accounts everywhere active, because I do not want to give everyone long breaks, which I do on DeviantArt, because I will admit I forget to post there and check there often. Most of what I do online is check my social media in order to find commission inquiries and answer them. Otherwise, I do delay my responses on everything else. Lately, I've been doing good on that with YouTube though. The primary social media I use would be Tumblr. While I don't post on Tumblr, my art posts there due to the queue on my art blog. I post my art to Instagram. I post to a personal Instagram as well, which mostly includes selfies and the like. I most actively post to Twitter, in which I will shitpost, and I do post my art. I post my commissions there most quickly. Other than that, I occasionally post to other social media. Lately, I've been posting a lot to YouTube because I have found joy in recording these videos as well as my voice. I like telling the stories and having people listen. And now I will get into interests. I am most fond of art, of course. I am especially fond of creating my own characters and their stories and reading about other people's characters and their stories. If you frequent my Toy House account, you will see the new characters I create. You will see that I have recently updated certain aspects of the big character story I am working on at this time. I actually recently posted a very brief summary of the new updated story I have been working on, which, if you aren't aware, there was a story I had been working on for, I would say, several years. Not too many, but definitely not a short time. And this story eventually got to bore me, and I associate it with some unpleasant times and memories, and because of that, I wanted to change it, and I wanted to make it more into something I would personally want to read about. So I have rewritten it, and I have decided to add more modern aspects to it, and I have decided to add more horror aspects to it, specifically psychological horror. Again, if you aren't aware, the main story focuses around two characters, Bailey Lavelle and Ash Kinoshita. Bailey essentially is a nasty, nasty character. He's a very bad person. He gives off the vibe of one of those soft boys. A soft boy. A deceitful young man he is. He acts very pleasant, but his main role in the story is as an antagonist. And what he does to be this antagonist is focusing on his relationships with his intimate partners and with his friends. So his relationships with these people happens to be very abusive, depending on what person it is. It will increase in severity if he is closer to that person. The relationships that stick out the most would be those relationships he has with the other characters, namely Ash and Valentine. Valentine would be Bailey's ex-girlfriend. Ash would be the other main character in the story, who is vaguely Bailey's friend. They meet online and become acquainted, and for the most part, their relationship stays online until Bailey gets creepily obsessive enough to transfer to Ash's college. Both characters in question are in their 20s. Bailey was born in 94, and I think he becomes a demon, which is what he is, around the age of 23 or 24. Ash, on the other hand, is born not human, not to their knowledge, and they begin to stop aging around age 21, 22. And during this time, both characters are students at college. Bailey majors in psychology, Ash majors in medical science. And Bailey has stalker tendencies. He doesn't just have stalker tendencies, he is a full-blown stalker to a very, very terrifying extent, to the point where with his ex-girlfriend Valentine, he would leave dead animals at her house. He would watch her daily, send her messages, notes, letters, saying what she had done that day and how he would hurt her. So, taking that into account, you will know that Bailey is a bad person as a character. Ash, on the other hand, is sweeter. They are non-binary, which I forgot to specify in the beginning of this video. I myself am non-binary, and Ash is heavily based off of myself. We both use they, them, so I will refer to Ash as they. Meanwhile, Bailey is a cisgender man. Ash is one of two twins and basically comes from a slightly broken home in which their relationship with their mother was very disconnected. Their father was completely absent, and they live in a dorm on their school campus with their twin brother, Elliot. Elliot is another major character in the story. He is a very sweet and loving boy. Well, man, he is Ash's age. And both twins just happen to want the best for everyone around them. Elliot is much more positive. He likes to spread his cheer. He likes to make others happy. Ash is more depressive. They are a very sad person when it comes to themselves, but they are sweet with other people, and they are absolutely obsessed with love, being loved and loving others. They want to feel loved, which they have issues with, because if it's not to an extreme extent, they will not feel it is strong enough or actually real. And a lot of that is the focus of Ash's character. So, Ash wanting love, Bailey being a manipulative stalker, you mix those two and you get a bit of chaos. which is what the story focuses on. And I think apart from that, I don't have much else to discuss. So, thank you to everyone who has listened. If you have any questions about my art or my characters, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask in the comments or anywhere else on social media. I will do my best to respond. Thank you.